everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Darla Lucien of Darla Lucien Studios, and today we're going to be working back in the pink journal, and look, it actually looks pink now. I will show you what I've been up to. Also, I wanted to show you what I've been doing off camera. I have been working on decorating some of these pockets out of book pages. This one's still curling a little, but before we get in there, I'm just going to ask you to hit that like button and subscribe, hit the notification bell, that way you get the videos. Like you get notification that the videos are up, the new ones. I usually try to upload by 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Comment. I enjoy hearing what you're working on, and I just love hearing from you guys. I mean, that's the bottom line. I love getting connected with crafty people and share with other crafty people, and let's keep this inspiration rolling. All right. So I'm just gonna put this to the side for a sec, because I wanted to show you what I was up to since last time. So if you remember, in a different video, we had done these ones. And so I completed these ones. This guy's so cute. Look at that one. This one might have to be like an envelope that goes in and out, because they're both very stiff. This one is also really cute, I thought. Strawberry plants. I'm thinking a sword to summer for sure. And look, I found this like vintage, I don't know if it's antique, but certainly vintage old button to use as a closure on this one with the Italian letter. And look, I do think it's pretty. I even put the label on it. Anyway, so that is the envelopes that I made using the book page from the pattern that we did the last time. So if you're just new and this is your first video, check yesterday and the day before. We've been working on this little project for just a little while, and it's coming together fabulously. Okay, so that's that set. Then I have been working on, these are just the standard pockets, so they just fit. Let's say hypothetically you had a journal, and they just fit like this right on there. And so I used some vellum here with some staples. Loveliest company. I did a bunch of fussy cutting last night, word fussy cutting. So you can see I had some book page from a fairy tale book, and I did a whole bunch more. Heart Thump, Blew Him a Kiss. There's like a heart-shaped leaf here, so I thought that kind of worked. Happy Home. So these just have some stickers on paper, or, you know, like it's very simply decorated. And I realize that might be too simple for some people, but I like them just a little bit bare, so that way when I go to figure out which journal they go in, they are more versatile. And that one is just very, very simple, you know, really kind of a botanical kind of look to it. I found this kind of, I don't know if it's kind of like a glass bead, but it's like flat back and flat topped, honestly, but flat back with the sticky. And so I'm kind of like highlighting this butterfly over here. And then this one with the kitty I thought was really pretty. And then here we've got some hearts and things. I don't know why I needed to put fashion on denim, but anyway, I did. I like it. And then I used up some, this is from Antique Paperie. She was retiring some of her paper packs, and so I had snagged a few at Christmas time. And I just had a few little things left over, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to quickly put those on pockets, and they'll be ready to go for next time that I do a Christmas one. So if you notice, the one that I did as the template has the little thumb out of it, thumb hole, and I may or may not put that on these other ones, but kind of depends on where it goes and what goes in it. So I'm just waiting on that until I am knowing exactly where it's going. All right, these guys are sliding. So now you remember this one. So once again, I'll grab my journal down. This is just my monthly journal. I write my lists and everything in here. It's kind of how that goes. Anyway, so this is a wraparound pocket thing. So when you glue it here You can glue it here and here. You wouldn't have to glue it here, but I think I would just to give it more stability. And then that would allow you to tuck things here. And so then on the other side of the same thing, you do the same thing. Glue, 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 and then it tucks there, right? So cute. I love this, and I love that this one has a little lace peeking out. Doesn't that look cute when we have that in there? So now that you kind of have an idea of how those ones go together, then I'll show you kind of what these look like so you get an idea. So this one on this side says Dream and In the Woods. Kind of liked that one. Actually, I like them all. Who am I kidding? Bigger. Want to keep biggering our Sundays, right? We want to enjoy them and bigger them. And then just simply some button stickers, and these are kind of metallic, so they have a nice little sheen to them. Oh, the sticker's coming off. I'll have to make sure that I re-stick that one. This one is a butterfly sticker that actually only sticks on the butterfly body, which is kind of fun, so the wings kind of flap. And I liked the color contrast. That was one of the reasons I liked that one there. We have Kind on here with a little leaf. And so the inside of these are not decorated because they're going to go right down on the page. So we won't be seeing those. The Dawn Flight. And this one has just a little bit of dragonfly vellum. So this one, I wasn't as thrilled with how narrow these were compared to the pocket, and so you could see a lot of the writing, and this is a beekeeping book that I took apart. And so, I mean, it doesn't have much to do with Christmas. There's not a lot of bees around in Canada at Christmas time. Well, I guess they're hibernating. And so I painted out the edge with gold paint. But I think that works for something kind of festive. So here's another one where we did the same deal. And again, these are Artie Mae's digital download. This is, I believe, as well, her digital. I really like her style. It's quite classy. And definitely lends itself to, you know, to shabby chic, or if you, if you want like kind of like a traditional Christmassy kind of a look on this particular kit anyway. I'm not sure how they got the bow on the deer. That does make me laugh. Alright. And then this one, I just discovered this when I was decluttering my house. This is like a perfume sampler. You know how they give you a card and then they spray the perfume on? And I just thought it was pretty. And it kind of goes with the tones, don't you think? And then that just has a star map on the back. Alright, so I just kind of wanted to show you what I had gotten done there. I mean, I've been a busy, busy bee. Alright, so then, drum roll. So I've got the cover partially done. I actually added, I don't know if you can see, you can kind of see there's a little bit of a shadowing. I added some cardboard on here to give it a little bit extra stiffness because I didn't like how floppy the file folder was. And so that's how it goes sometimes. Oh, and I've lost my little... Huh. Well, I'll find it later, I guess. Oh, it's over here. I put it away already. So this little strip that I had stamped is going to go on there eventually once we figure out what we're putting behind here. But I made... Remember how I had that heart that I liked? So I put it onto cardboard from a cookie box, and then I glued on one of these stamped images that's stamped on the cotton, and I hate how the glue shows through. I really, really hate it. So I'll see if I can salvage this. Oh, it's nasty. Oh, okay, so I'm going to have to do something else with this. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, I think that one might be trashed. Maybe I'll tie-dye it and see what happens. You never know. I mean, I can't hurt it any more than it is already, I guess. Anyway, so I do kind of like how this looks. I like how these little gems are on here. See, so we're going to have that tuck in there. That was kind of the idea. But now I hated it with this on. So, and I was thinking I liked this because it lightened it up a little because it's so dark compared to the background. But I liked that there was some contrast, but it was just too dark all over. So I thought, okay, I'll put this on there. But then the glue showed through. So I'm stalled again on the cover. Oh well, these things happen, I guess. All right, I'm pulling my table up from behind me. So this has the two parts of my daughter's dress plus this ribbon, and I wrapped the ribbon into the spine so they're not going to lose the ribbon. Whoever buys this, you know, it will stay attached, which is super. And just a little bit awkward right now. All right, so I still have, I don't know if you can see all the little flags. I still have about 12 pages to do plus the cover, and we are not going to get that all done today, I don't think. But I'm just going to kind of flip through and do the easiest pages, and then we can get them done. All right. So let's start with sticking stuff down, hey? That's just the simplest thing. I really like how these are from my shop, my Etsy shop. You can get these if you didn't want to make them. I'm actually working on doing a tutorial video over on my Buy Me a Coffee page, and once I have the subscription, like the levels up, then you'll actually be able to get the tutorials. I'm going to do a whole bunch of tutorials over there. That's my big plan anyway. We'll see how that all comes together. And they're going to be edited videos. They're going to be a little less of the rambling, and I'm going to do voiceover and everything. That's my big plan. We'll see how that all comes together. Maybe I'm being ambitious, but I really would like to try it. And that way, you know, if you're going to go over and check out the tutorial videos, then they'll be edited so that you'll be able to just have the materials, you know, get the materials you need. I'll have a list and everything. That's my whole plan. This turned out awesome. I'm really thrilled with that. All right, this is the tag that needs to be done here. I should put these down here. Collection. Okay, so this is like a double tag, like a flip thing. So, what do we want to do on that? Something, oh, where did I put my papers? Are too far away. Talk amongst yourselves. That's what Gail always says. I think that's hilarious. I'm talking at you, Gail, and you're walking away from me. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. I want to get some kind of neutrally kind of things in here, but like it's plain already, so it would be fine for writing, but it's kind of flimsy. And I was thinking if I even just put some paper on like even one side. We could do that. Or we could do coffee dyed paper. I do have tons of scraps from that. Let's see what we got. Real handy. Oh, look at all these. Some of these are bound to work. This bound to work. That's a little narrow. Alright, but this is bound to work one way or another. Yeah, there we go. Will it work the whole way? Not the whole way. Alright, well, we'll take what we get. Okay, so I am going to, where's my glue stick? It was put away, imagine that. So I'm just going to put one strip in here of the coffee dyed paper, and that will give it a little bit of a stiffness. And then we'll decorate the outside. on one side at least, and that will allow us to kind of call her done, I think. I'm going to fold this back the other way. Although I don't normally like bending back my my folds too much. I don't want to wear the paper out there on the fold prematurely. Hoping that the person who grabs this will have lots of things to journal about. Alright, so that looks good, and it is quite a bit stiffer, so that's helpful. Alright, so this is going to be, the side that doesn't have the paper on is going to be our front, and then that will allow us to make that side stiffer too. Okay, so what do we want to put on the front? I'm going to put some of my neutral papers away. I have everything in layers. These are the plain neutrals, and then these are the more patterned, but still neutrals. There's not much of those left. I've been using those up quite crazily. And then we have sort of the pinks, which are just about used up too. These little scrappy scraps. Oops. Let's see what we're going to use here. Gives us some ideas of what we could do. This is really the right colors too, isn't it? And this one's a little stiffer. We could even put a little pocket on a pocket. That could be fun. Do we like that? We could put a tag inside. See how these things develop. So my daughter made cupcakes on the weekend. Chocolate cupcakes, so delicious. For Valentine's Day, of course. And she has them tucked away, and she's been giving us, you know, just one, or they're not going to last. So I think there's going to be a revolt pretty soon, but I think there's only enough for one each left anyway. She is our dessert maker usually, which is kind of nice. I don't know. My dad was a diabetic, so growing up we didn't have a lot of desserts. We had ice cream and fruit, pretty much. That was our choices for desserts. So the idea of having a dessert like at the ready all the time is actually a little overwhelming to me. And frankly, I mean, I don't really need it. And now that I'm a diabetic too, I don't really need all the sugary snacks anyway, so I just don't make it, right? And of course, my kids love sugary snacks. Like any other kid, and my husband is the worst kid out of all of them. Oh my goodness, he has not seen something sweet he doesn't like. He doesn't even like chocolate that much, but he's perfectly willing to suffer to have it. Okay. Yeah, that's all right. Okay, now we need something on here. A little something. I wonder if we have something in my book here. A butterfly or something we could put on there. Or the kind of purpley pink one. That's kind of cute. That might go. That's an idea. These ones are more cutesy than those ones even. And then we're getting into other bugs. Okay, let's try something here then. scrap down to give it a little bounce out. It's not too different than the background, which I think is cool. And then let's try see if the stick will work on this one. That's kind of fun, hey? Alright, and you know me, we're going to give this a little inky ink. Put him down to 4. My son's making supper. But he knows I'm videoing, so he's trying not to interrupt me, which is so thoughtful. Oh wow, there is not much left on this ink pad. I know this one is a bit darker. My re-inker is on the way. But it's not here yet. Hopefully it'll come tomorrow. Tomorrow or Friday. I'd hate to have to wait till over the weekend. First world problems, eh? So my son is working on supper. I started it and he's kind of maintaining it while I do the video. And it is barbecue chicken in the oven and mashed potatoes, which is what he's working on right now, and corn. And then Rachel's got some kind of a dessert going. I think it's pudding. So I am well taken care of. It's nice. It took a long time to get them to the stage where they could cook, but it was worth it, right? Because now they can do that while I can get to other stuff, which is kind of fun, and especially hanging out with you guys here is super fun. Okay, that took a lot longer than it needed to because that is dry. Alright, so then this guy needs a little bit of something on the back as well. And so now I'm back to looking at my neutrals that are a little stiffer, I think. This one's feels like cardstock, which is good. So that'll give it a nice stiffness. Wow, I guess I don't need quite that much. Hello! These little guys. I don't know. I guess I just didn't read the size on the thing. These are 8.2 grams. They're so small. I mean, I go through 2 or 3 of these a week. It's so funny, especially when I was working on a whole bunch of projects like the book page projects, because you know you glue all those layers together. That was ridiculous. So I've got huge plans. Of course, you guys know if you watched my February goals video. And I'm trying to get different things accomplished this month. And I have to say, it has been going as slow as molasses in January. I have had a few different things come up. Some, like we homeschool, and there was a convention that I attended online that I hadn't planned for. When I had figured out what my goals were going to be for February. Let me just grab a sip here. And so then that means that what I was thinking I would have time for, I didn't have as much time as I thought, because my spare time was taken up, very much so. Alright, what do we need here? We need something pink, maybe? That's not quite it, is it? This is my tiny little bits. So when I snip off something, or I snip it wrong, or whatever, it goes in here. And then, like, there's paper in here, there's threads in here, there's ribbons in here. Ooh, this one goes nicely with that. Let's put that on there. See, this is what happens. Things I would not have thought to put together look fabulous because you just happen to see them together. So there we go. Look at that. And a couple of snips used up. That's always awesome. So in this case, because it's fabric, oh, it had interfacing on it. That might be useful. Anyway, we'll save that one for later. Because it's fabric, I'm going to use my fabric shears. And I am just going to flip that on over and staple that on there. And I think I'm going to use a fancy staple with my staple fascinator thing. So let's see. Not those ones. Those ones are the colored ones I used the other day. Okay, these ones. Now, since we're going with gold, I think I'm going to go with this kind of color. I think that's the better color with this one. Come on, open up. There we go. It's a pretty good match, hey? Not perfect, but not horrible. To dig out my fascinator, it's kind of the bottom of my go-to bucket here because I don't use it all that often. You know, I can't even remember how long ago I got these packs of staples, but they sure last a heck of a long time if you don't use it very often. Okay, so I do want to make sure that it's good and on there, like in a ways, because the fascinator, of course, is like the width of a bunch of staples, not just one. Okay, now I twisted, so that's not going to help me at all. I'm trying to do this so that you can see what I'm doing, but then I can't see what I'm doing, and that's not helping. Maybe if I give it a dab of glue. Maybe that'll just hold for a minute, and then that'll be what I need. Kind of like doing basting, which always felt like a useless step to me until I didn't do it, and I should have. All right. Oh, that's cute. And all four went through, so that's awesome. All right. Oh goodness, everything shifted again. All right, that'll have to do, I guess. I just don't have room on my desk. So I have this box that has, oh, come on. I have this box that has all of my stuff that I use fairly frequently in it. You know, my different staples, staplers, my different glues, my different decorative scissors, my paper scissors, my shears, all of them are all in there. It makes it handy. I don't know why this guy's not going in, but anyway. There you go. Oh, they're sticking together like monkeys in a barrel. Okay. Remember that? Monkeys in a barrel. I'm going to bring these up a little. So this is EK Success. They did the staple, the fascinator staple thing. What is going on? There. I promise you it's not normally this awkward. There, EK Success. It's great stuff. Oh, and then fuss with it forever. All right. Okay, so I like this on here a lot. So I'm going to snip that off right there. Oh, crap. Fabric scissors. That paper scissors just never do good for a nice clean cut of ribbon. Let's see here. Yep, that looks nice. For ribbon, I do tacky glue instead of the glue stick because this is just gonna... Some people use Fabri-Tac. I don't have Fabri-Tac around right now, so tacky glue it is. It works. You don't need very much. I'm going to center it and then work out from the center. Yeah. Okay. We need a word. And guess what? I got tons of words because I was busy this weekend. Promised. That could work. It's a nice color. Nice juxtaposition. Doesn't have to say anything about like necessarily what's there, but sometimes it's nice if it says something. How about journey? And it will say promised journey. That's fun. Alright, so unfortunately I'm going to try inking again, so we'll see how that goes. Oh, it's actually, maybe that was just so dark it didn't show up. I mean, that could be, I guess. I certainly wasn't very happy with how it turned out. You know, when I did it just lightly. Alright, so and I'm going to just put it over onto this other paper to kind of connect those things. So this is kind of a cluster, and this is kind of like a border. Let's ink this guy too. What should we put behind him? We need something behind him. A little too plain with just maybe a little bit of this paper. It's already a bit torn. What if we did a little bit of a decorative tear? Sure. So I'm going to glue it and then I'm going to trim it to the card. Actually, I'm going to come in a little bit. There we go. Which means then I don't want to glue this down right away. There we go. Alright. This little snippet can go back in my snippet basket. And this can go on there, as promised. I like using the lines on the page to make sure that I get things lined up good. Alright, so now let's bring this guy back into frame here. So, one down here, I guess, two down. Pocket in a pocket. Alright, another one. Another few, actually. These ones all need decorating. Okay. So let's see what else I have on my desk here. I do have little bits and pieces of different things. And I like to use up the bits if I can. Let me just check how we're doing for time. I'm kind of losing track of time, and I know I did a show and tell. Oh yeah, we're about a half hour. Okay. So I want to do maybe this set of tags, and then we're going to call it. Oh yeah, so there's some more of that lovely paper. So this one is a little bit, almost toward a little bit more of a peachy kind of a pink. And this one has some kind of reds and oranges in, so I think that would go good on there, actually. Okay, let's use this as our guide. There. Sorry about taking forever to line it up. Snip off that side, and then we're going to bring it over to this corner and do the same thing. On this side. Oops. There we go. Alright, and then I just want to take a little bit off the bottom because I want to have kind of a little border all the way around. So about there. Where that second petal is. Okay, so now this is textured. So I'm just going to give it a little, see what happens when you just highlight the texturing a little bit by putting that on. I don't need to go into the middle because of course that's where this is going to be. What do we want to do with this? How do we want to attach this? Let's see. Where's my pinkers? Pinkerton. Okay. Pink and white. Let's see. Okay. That's kind of the right color. I was thinking of Brad because then these could literally move apart and then you could use the back of both of them as journaling space. And this is stiff enough, so I don't need to reinforce it. But what if we put something behind? Like a white stick one or something? Yeah, this guy. Come here, you. Alright. There, so it's got the white and the pink look. Now, sorry already in advance for having to hammer a hole here, but in order to get the brad in, just going to take my Making Memories kit here and I use the glue pad for everything, including a cutting mat or protection for my desktop. Alright, so that goes through. Oh wow, the white just disappears down there, but that's okay. It's better the white disappears than the pink does. Okay. And then, do I want a word on here? Do I want something on here? I want something on here. What do I want on here? Sometimes it's hard to know. Let's see. Maybe a flower or something? Where's my flowers? They're at the back, I think. A few little flower stickers. Let's see. Well, pansies are cute, but that's quite big. Those are fun, but quite the right color. Oh, maybe that one would be. Maybe that one? Tulip? Oh look, there's one lone tulip all by himself. These are cute. Got that when my friend worked at Creative Memories. Not worked at, but I guess did a Creative Memories business. I'm just gonna tone down the whiteness of the sticker a little. I don't know how much it's going to stay on there because it's actually got kind of a shiny surface, but we'll see. Okay. See, that's just fun. Doesn't need too much of anything. I call that one done. And look, that. I guess maybe I do want to ink the middle now since I can see it after all. Do we want to have a little surprise in here? So I'm just kind of looking and just seeing what I see. Sometimes I see words together and then I think, oh, that's a funny phrase, because that obviously wouldn't have been in the book like this. If I see something that says garden or flower or beauty, lots of beauty, because Beauty and the Beast was one of the fairy tales here. And I don't mind using beauty in every journal. You know, I love seeing beauty all around. Alright, so that's going to be our little surprise inside. Beauty. Okay, so that one can come over here and tuck back in. So now we have two more. that's like chaos to me. So we're going to stay away from that idea. Lovely. That was easy enough. I'm going to cut it to fit at the bottom and the top. You know what? Yeah, there we go. I give that white edge a little brushing of ink. Okay. Oops, let's not throw the glue stick onto the floor. Or worse, jam side down in my box. Okay. Throw that in my snippets. Okay. I like that. That's really pretty. Need anything else? A button. A button sticker. Some kind of lace at the top, maybe? A little scrap of pink fabric, perhaps? Just the wrong shade of pink, isn't it? Okay, scratch that idea. Okay, where's the lace bin? Let's grab that. So those are the snippets, but then of course there's the actual lace on in the bins. Oh, I added my blue ones on top here just now. That's not as handy. But maybe these pink ones that are kind of near the top will work. Any colors of these stand out to you guys? Like this one. Alright, let's do hole punch. Make it like a real tag. With a hole and a reinforcer and everything. Okay, why can't I get reinforcers out of here? Oh, I wasn't down for enough. My bin with office supplies is sort of in reach, but sort of not. Oops. Alright, so this one. Let's give this one a try. Ah, it's taped down pretty good. There we go. Okay, so with the whole reinforcer, that helps. And then I think I'm going to, yeah, these are kind of fraying. I'm going to cut them at an angle with my fabric shears. That might help the situation a little. Alright. Through the hole. I think I'm hungry. My hands are shaking a little. There we go. There's that guy done. Perfect. So one last guy here. Oh, I don't have time for that one. Unfortunately, we're just about out of time here. So I will just keep working on this journal, and I think the next time that you guys will see it is when I do the flip through. So hopefully you like what I come up with for the journal cover. I wouldn't mind some suggestions of what you think I could do on there. So let me know in the comments below, and just take care, everyone. Have a great day, and we'll catch you soon.